Welcome back to the channel. A lot has happened since I last made a video. I've since gotten out of my apartment. We got our own home. We got a nice detached garage for all the projects. First one we got here, I picked this up not too long ago. It is a 2006, I believe. 2006 KLX 110. As with everything right now, used cars, toys, campers, boats even maybe, everything is in high demand and low supply. You can't find a pit bike or 110, CRF 110, KLX 110 for, I couldn't find anything under like 1,800 for, completely stock. Any sort of modifications on them, they were up over $2,000, which I've had pit bikes before and completely ridiculous. So I picked this one up for $800. I think it's a really good deal. I think it's on par of what I was working with maybe 10 years ago when I sold my other 110, which was highly modified. I had suspension on it. I had a little bit of motor work done to it. It had a hydraulic clutch on it. It was pretty good. And I raced it in the Masters of Mini series. But this one I picked up here, it's got some good parts on it, and I'm going to take you through those. It's also got, a lot of hours on it, and it's a pit bike. It gets thrown around, and that's what you see here. So let me take you to what we got here. First things first. It is beat as far as aesthetically. The plastics are all faded. That means they were cheap aftermarket plastics. The original seat cover, which in the original seat, it's okay. We have your classic Monster Energy racing rear fender graphic, and that's the only real graphic on it. But let's get to the good stuff first. It has I believe it's BBR D2 exhaust on it. I don't believe they make them anymore. I don't know if BBR makes too many parts anymore, but this is a really good exhaust for this bike. The FMFs look good, the Pro Circuits look okay, but I think the BBR is the pipe to get. Also has CHP minis. The over the peg rear brake pedal, it's good. My other 110, I just kept the stock one, and I would keep bending it and hitting it on stuff, so that's good. What else is good on here? It's got Red Baron front rim. It looks like it's got heavy duty spokes in it. It's anodized or powder coated black. Looks okay. It's beat up. I think it has a dent in it. It's got a flat tire right now. Needs a new front tire. Let's go around to this side. Extended shifter, which is normal for a big person riding a little bike. It's in okay condition. Doesn't look as anything has been ripped out of the bottom. As far as the peg bolts rip out of the engine cases, and I don't see any JB weld or anything, so that's good. It does have some stiffer springs in the front. I don't know what they are, but they're definitely stiffer, so that's a huge plus. And it's got a shock on it. It's got a 350-pound spring rate shock on it. It's the MK-AR shock. It has a little bit of probably rebound tuning in it, this clicker, so that's huge. Looks like the last person spray painted the rear swing arm. It looks kind of junky now. No number plate. I'd say that's fairly typical. Just got cracked off. But it's a good solid base. It's got Red Baron clamps, which I think are, you know, a little taller. I don't know the specs on them, but I think it brings the bars up a little higher, so you don't need as tall of a bar. This has rental bars, but it's not as the regular 110 mini bars. It's not the giant tall bars, but they still feel good. Some crappy front brake lever. I don't know what brand it is. It needs grips. It needs a lot of stuff, cosmetics, but we're gonna see if I can get it running. Bought it sight unseen. Don't know if it runs. So let's try that right now. I put a little bit of gas in it, and let's get to it. So the choke is seized. Shouldn't be too hard of a fix, but I need the choke. Oh, there it is. I can put it up with my hand. Almost had it. All right. She doesn't want to stay idling. That's probably bad gas, old gas. Probably need to clean the carburetor. Maybe adjust the idle a bit. I'm happy it kicks over. I'm happy it runs. And she's stalled. I'll take it. That was awesome. Needs a little fine tuning with the carb, looks like, but if we can change the idle and a few things, I think it'll be running good. So what's the plans? Why did I pick this thing up? What do I want to do with it? I wanted something to tinker on. I wanted a little project, so I wanted something to ride around at, you know, on the when I go out to Glamis or go to a lot of the tracks out here have pit bike tracks at them, so I want something to ride. So plans with this are I want to take it down to frame and engine. I want to clean it all up, put a bore kit in it. I don't know yet, but definitely clean up the engine, maybe get it vapor blasted, do something with the swing arm. Right now it just looks like crap. Paint it, powder coat it, Cerakote it. I would like to get into some Cerakoting, but the home shop isn't set up yet. I'd like to get fresh tires on this thing, change the oil, get it running tip top, rebuild the carburetor, and then other than that, it's got a lot of good parts on it, so I don't need to do too much to it. But aesthetically, it needs to be upgraded. It looks like it might need a chain and sprocket. Check over the brakes, and then I would like to try and fit on the new body style plastics and design my own graphics for it, but I got to do a little more research, see if they fit, how they fit, and hopefully I can find somebody that will I can get a template and then I can design my own. That would be ideal. This is going to be a good little project, so stay tuned for more as we take this thing apart and then build it back up. So that's a wrap on the video on the new project I have here. Can't wait to get started on it. I need to get the garage in order to get my tools set up so I can take it apart, but that's a whole different ball of wax. But yeah, I'm super excited, and hopefully you will come along for the ride.